Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber. Thanks so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. Today I wanted to share with you my first page spread in my 2021 goal journal that was made by JD from Willow Bound Journals. This is what this journal is going to be intended for. And then while I talked about my goals, I thought I would go ahead and craft along. That way you're not just sitting here looking at the one piece of paper that I have done. So this is the journal, and I did this first page right here. I put this on the side. I created this for her to represent JD. I put that this is Daphne's Diary Journal, and she is from Australia, and her name is JD, so I put a J on there, and she loves blue, and she absolutely loves ledger paper, and I wanted to be able to document on here. So what I wrote here is, this will be my special goal journal. It may take more than a year to fill it up, but I'm okay with that. So just kind of saying what this is for. And then I did a little pocket here, and I put a tag inside. So this is a music paper pocket, and then I added a sticker, and then that's just the lovely Daphne's Diary paper in the background. And I love the teacup and the flower and the Danish and the teacups along the side, and then of course in the background. So I may write on here, but I'm not sure, so I made this tag. It is double-sided. And on the other side of this, I have my personal craft goals, and then I have my craft goals that I wanted to share with you guys. So that being said, the very first thing that I want to learn how to do is sew, which you heard from my previous video that I have indeed started. So I'm very proud of myself for that. So I feel like that goal's not entirely met. I mean, yes, I did learn how to do it, but at the same time, I don't feel confident enough to really, do anything with that right now. But just sewing on paper and getting started. So what I'm going to do over here on the side, if you're wondering what is going on with this crazy fish papers, I'm going to do a couple, or maybe just one on this video, but masterboards. So I'm just going to glue down from my scrap box over here to the side of me, and I'm just pulling out some different pieces, and I'm just going to glue them on here. I have my glue over here to the side, and yeah, just thought I would craft along while I talk. So let me grab I have this glue, my wet Elaine's. I think I'm going to use my craft glue here. So anyways, that is what that says. And then underneath of that, I added onto it a bit, and it says that I want to, and I'm going to do this one with ripped edges, so it's going to be kind of cool. But anyways, want to make a sewing journal. So my intention on learning to sew was so that I could make, like, pockets, or maybe little envelopes or covers, sew on covers, which will be super fun. Sew on the paper. So just tons and tons of ideas that I have that I want to go ahead and try and learn how to do. So that's the intention behind that. I do want to make a whole journal, not necessarily a whole journal with everything that is all sewing in there, but just to document the actual first stages of sewing, and then have other things in there that maybe aren't sewing. So yeah, that's the plan with my number one goal, or maybe not number one, but the first thing that I could think of to list on there. And I've really been spending a lot of time thinking about what I want to do and what I want to accomplish, not only crafting wise, but as well as family and finances and all of that good stuff. So my second goal for the year, it says use only my stash. Okay, so this is a major goal, and I can tell you right now that I have already broken that. So to make up for that, right? No, I broke it because I am doing a challenge by a gal named Dear Julie, and she puts these challenges up for us to craft on. And so January's challenge is to use just junk. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. There, I think I got it. Is to use just junk, and we were allowed to use one piece of clothing item, and I had already gone through all of my clothes. And my kids' clothes I saved because we do hand-me-downs. So I'd already gone through my clothes, and I didn't have anything that I wanted to cut up or use for this project. So I went to the thrift store, and I found a really sweet little girl's dress that was like the beautifulest color of purple, like lilac purple with some like tulle on it and a little bit of purple ribbon and a couple cute little buttons. So I bought that. I bought that for the challenge. And yeah, so that was that was what I bought, and it was on sale. It was 50% off. I think it was like $1.50. But yes, I did buy that. So the intention behind using my stash only and no buying unnecessary supplies means for me, no buying any. Sorry, I'm trying to read this dictionary page. No buying unnecessary supplies. Okay, so no stickers, no washi tape, no. I can't even think, like, no more stickles. I only have 3 to begin with, but you know what I mean? Oh, I don't think I want agitate on there. Let's try this one. This one says Aftermath Afternoon. Okay, anyway, sorry. No, nothing that I already have. So no ribbon, no more sequins. So I'm not going to buy anything is basically my goal for the entire year, not just January, for the whole year. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have a pretty sufficient craft supply, I feel like, that I could make it the entire year, or attempt to. But that doesn't mean that I can't buy glue or tape or ink if my ink pad, if I use all the ink out of my, you know, Tim Holtz brown, then I would allow myself to go buy another Tim Holtz ink pad. You know, if I wanted to, but it would be up to me using the entire supply before I could buy another one. Okay, so I'm going to be really craft swabby this year. I'm going to also put that towards anything digital. So I am not going to be purchasing for myself any more digital kits or any images or anything like that. So everything that I'm going to get this year is going to be either free. So I can get anything free. That's my stipulation. My one cheat. Okay. I can get anything free off of Facebook Marketplace or, you know, donation or Happy Mail, anything like that. But I cannot go to Hobby Lobby, Joann's, the dollar store, and buy anything that I have or that I don't need. I don't need anything right now. Like for binding, I do have quite a bit of this embroidery thread, but I also have other strings and threads that I can try to bind with. So I'm going to try that before I actually go ahead and buy more. But I do have some crazy colors for embroidery thread. I think I have like orange and like neon green. Probably not going to use those, but I do have them. No thanks. So anyways, that's that. That's my major goal, and I'm really going to stick to it. I'm really going to go ahead and just and firm down and not justify buying anything unless I don't have it. And that doesn't give me the excuse to go ahead and like for that challenge, because I had already started it. I wanted to finish it. I wanted to complete it. So it's just for the month of January. And I'm getting a piece of coffee dyed paper. Just for the month of January, and I didn't want to not complete it. I mean, I could have done it without a linen or the fabric, but to make it more fun and to make it more interesting, I went ahead and did that. But anyways, so that is goal number 2. And goal number 3 is, organize my entire craft room and also de-stash. So I've already started that process. I'm pretty proud of myself. I want to show you guys really quickly. I'm going to tilt the camera. I'm going to lower it down, and I'm going to tilt it upwards so you can see. There we go. So this is my tripod, obviously, here. My light is on it. I'm going to get some different lighting because it's not working out. But this little crafty box here was made from Sheena Lee, which is Healing Montana Nana. I had won it. It was actually my very first video. I entered into her 100 subscriber giveaway, and I won. And I finally pulled this out of the box that she made for me just yesterday. So I got my Crocodile in here. I have my inks in here. I have a black ink, and then my Versamark ink, and then a couple of stickles. I have my Tombow Mono. I have my ruler. I have my jelly rolls. An extra pair of scissors, and then a couple of pens. So not too exciting, but it does its job, and it's really beautiful to look at. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of my coffee. And then over here, I have my Tim Holtz inks. On top, I have all the inkers And inside I have my inks. And then a little bit further over there, I've got my ATG and my glue. And then you guys see my coffee. And then all my project life cards are off to the side. So I've cleared off a little bit more space for me to craft while I talk to you guys. And I've made it more organizational so I don't have to be getting up and reaching for things. So I've started the process, but I want to do the entire room. That is absolutely something that I need to do, I want to do, and it's just got to happen. It just needs to happen. So, ooh, that almost fits there. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I don't mind if there's gaps because I can put stuff on top for like an accent piece. So just trying to cover the main base here. But yeah, so that's a pretty big accomplishment. And then I'm going through my stuff, and as I go through it, yes, I can find a way to use it. Like this paper here, maybe somebody really likes fish or ocean themed stuff, and maybe they're looking for this type of thing. So if you are, just let me know. I think I have like at least 10 other sheets of this, and as you can see, I'm not using it for its intended purposes. I am covering it up because I don't like fish. I don't want fish in my junk journal or ocean things. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a master board, so I'm not wasting the paper. I'm actually using it, but I'm gonna go through my stash and do the things that I need to do to get organized, and then the stuff that I know that I won't use, like those project life cards, I went and pulled out every one that I thought somebody else would be blessed by. Because there's no reason for me to hold on to something that I'm going to use someday. Yeah, I am going to use it, but it's just, let somebody else have some joy out of it. I don't need all this stuff. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going through my stash, I'm pulling out stuff, and then once I have gone through everything that I have, I will share it. I'll probably do a couple of videos on what I have in my stash, and maybe we can do some like happy mail. I just found this really pretty cool piece here. I don't want to mess up journal. I was saving that special for a journal, so I'm just going to snip that off. But this other side I don't mind. I actually kind of like it. So I think well, I don't want, if I'm doing a ripped one, I got to rip it, so I'll rip it off. Anyways, I think we'll do a video, maybe 2 videos or something, going through the stash and trying to get an idea of what, you know, if somebody wants the stuff before I donate it. Because, of course, I can always go donate the stuff, but I thought I would, since I'm telling you guys about it, I'm doing the D-stash. I'm not going to make you pay for it. I'm just going to bless you by it. Okay? So I'm not expecting anything in return. Once we get to that point, it's just going to be kind of like first email, first person to get it. So that's kind of how we're going to do that. At least that's what I think right now. So anyways, the other goal I have is I've already told you guys about before, and that is doing my 12-month, I think I wanted coffee on here, 12-month giveaways. So I want 12 different giveaways, and I think that's absolutely doable. That I just put that on there because, you know, I'm committed to that. I want to make sure that happens every single month. You know, God willing, that I am here to do so. But that's my intention. I want to do 12 monthly giveaways. And on top of that, hopefully you guys will give me some input on, you know, what kind of giveaways that you want, what you would enjoy seeing, and all that kind of thing. So I did put that up in the laminating video, and I only had Miss Nerdy Mom. I'm sorry. I hate saying your YouTube name versus your real name, but I am scared I am going to butcher it. So, but yes, she did leave me a comment, and so since she was the only one so far, I am going to do an ephemera pack for February. I'm going to go ahead and put little die cuts in there, and some journaling cards, and maybe a couple of envelopes, so that kind of thing. And I think I'm going to turn this one this way. Why not? Let's turn it. Oh, you guys can't see. So yeah, that's the plan on that. Hopefully I can remember. Oh yeah, and I did this. So I added, because I always say, hopefully I can remember it. I don't have to remember anymore. I can just take this out, jot that down. So I have ideas. I can just go ahead and jot them down, so that way when I'm done filming and I can go back to thinking about what I was saying, I am able to keep track of my notes. So February giveaway, there we go. Ephemera pack. I've got my little notebook. So that's fun. That was another organizational thing that I needed to do for myself. So yeah, that's really cute. And yeah, so the next little goal that I have is to make a junk journal with my real ephemera. So like I said, right now I'm doing a January just junk journal, and I'm following Julie's guidelines and her rules for playing along, but I want to do one for myself, and my junk isn't, I mean, she's like serious just junk, like a real, like junk mail junk journal, which I'm super excited to share with you guys. It's really turning out kind of cool. A lot cooler than I thought it was, that's for sure. But yeah, mine's going to be, I'm going to be a little bit more lenient on what junk is. Like, I'm going to let myself use my scraps, but I'm not going to use any new sheets of paper or anything like that, except for, you know, the ones that you have to have a base. So if it's considered a scrap, technically, you know, it's small. I do have some bigger scraps. Like, if I pull this one out here, I have this textured embossed white paper. It was a 12 by 12 sheet. Now it's pretty close. Yep, pretty close to an 8.5 by 11. So technically that's a scrap, but to me, scraps are like these small bits here that I'm just pulling out and just gluing down and having fun. So yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to dig through. Ooh, look at these pretty little flowers here. It's actually off that same type of paper there that I printed. So, okay, so going back to that no buying anything that I don't need scenario, I will still print paper. So that, I mean, I know I'll never run out of paper. I will allow myself to buy white paper, white copy paper to print on, or, you know, cream or tan or whatever, because I have to have some for our business as well. But I'm still going to print my images that I've already have on my computer, or anything that I design for myself, using different programs to create those. But yeah, I think that's perfectly fine, and ink. So that doesn't limit me on being able to have, say, Easter paper. If I wanted to do some Easter cards, you know, I would have the ability to print some Easter images. There, like I said, there's tons of stuff on Pixabay, or Pixabay, however you want to say it. And there is a weekly freebie from Graphics Fairy, and I'm in Lindsay's group, and she puts up some really cool freebies. Digital Curio, she does quite a few different really pretty freebies. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's the other reason why I love Julie. Julie now, she's definitely become one of my favorites. She does a video every day, and I try to watch it every day. If I can't watch it when she's doing it, then I will watch it later. Like when I'm washing the dishes, I just set my tablet up on the ledge, and I wash dishes and watch YouTube videos. So that's my new little thing. But yeah, so I am doing the January Just Junk journal, and I completed the December one, which I will show you guys later, because I have filmed it and it is ready to go. I'm just waiting to oh my gosh, I'm just pulling out like white paper or coffee dyed paper. Oh, there we go. There's some hearts. Here we go. I've lost my train of thought there. Oh, for her challenges, when you complete them and you do them the way she tells you to, you get to go to a free like VIP party, and you are able to get her a prize, which for December was a lovely floral and like lady spring digital kit. And so because that was free, yay! And I completed the challenge, I have access to that. So I will definitely be taking advantage of that to be able to use in projects. But yeah. And let's see, make a junk of my jewelry ephemera. So that's like my own movie tickets, and you know, maybe my boys' report cards, or you know, like the Happy Mother's Day thing. I have all of that stuff from years and years. I just haven't journaled it or put it away in a spot. It's all in one. Well, it's in multiple boxes actually, because I can't fit it all in one. But yes, it's in multiple boxes. So that's I need to get it out of there so I can look at it. And I'm still digging through my box of scraps here. I should have been a little bit more prepared on what I had to work with. Here's some pretty coffee lace. I'm just trying to fill this up. I need a bigger scraps. So I see now why you need bigger scraps. It takes a long time to make a master board when you don't have that big of scraps. I suppose if I quit cutting them or ripping them down, I'd have more space on there, right? Let's see. I just don't want any more bold pieces. I don't want any more of that. Now, let's see here. We can probably put that over here. But yeah, so my last goal on my paper here is to print and organize photos from my past years. So I originally started out as a crafter as scrapbooking. So that was what my background is. I was a big scrapbooker. I'm not necessarily quick at it or good at it. I've gotten better, definitely improved and gotten better. But I have not printed any photos since I think 2017 or 2018. Besides my daughter's senior pictures, I did print those out for her this last little bit. But of our family and anything, I haven't printed anything. So that's my goal. I have most of them organized for the most part. They're just not. Look at this pretty little strip. I want that on here. That's one of those, the top of the paper pads. So I definitely want that in here. But sorry. Yeah, I want to print all of my photos that I want to actually scrapbook. Not going to just print to print. I used to do that, and I would be overwhelmed by, I take a lot of photos, and I would be really overwhelmed by the amount of photos that I would have to go through, and there would be no way I could even complete a scrapbook by doing that. So, yeah. Only going to print, edit, and print the photos that I'm actually going to use. So that's the goal for that. So those are my crafty goals. I hope you enjoyed hearing about them. Maybe it inspires you or gets you thinking about your crafty goals, and maybe we have some of the same. So yeah, thank you so much for coming along and watching me create while I chatted. We'll just go ahead and finish this up. I know this is kind of a longer video. I'm just looking for something for that spot over there, and I keep going back to my box, and I have a lot of white in those tea-dye papers. So let me just do one really big dig here. Let's see. I've got purple. Here we go. Here's a pretty plain looking thing here. This was actually in a journal. And I like the dots. I don't know. I'm weird. I like the graphy dots on that. But I took the journal apart because I didn't like it. I did not like it. Was not feeling it. I took the whole thing apart. Should we go that way? No, I think we're gonna go this way to make it more appealing to the eye. There we go. Lots of dots. Okay. I'm liking that. Let's see here. What else do I have? What else do I have back here? Looks like, oh, here we go. This is an envelope that I had in that same journal that I took out because it actually ended up ripping out. It just wasn't the right style. It's too thin a paper, and we could do blue. I'll do a pink, I think. I need another glue stick. So yeah, I will allow myself to buy glue sticks. I did buy some from the dollar store. And before we even got to use them for my son's project a couple weeks ago, 3 of them were already dried out, brand new. So yeah, I guess I'm not going to be saving any money by getting the glue from the dollar store at this point. So yeah, I need a glue stick, and I do really like this extra strength glue stick, but I also like the Scotch brand one as well. It is, I don't want these side by side. Let me see. How about some music paper? Yeah, we don't have any of that in here. Just put some music paper on there. There's not a whole lot of it, but a decent amount. Right in the center. There we go. So you can see the process for this. I'm actually going to rip it. Put that piece there, and then I'm going to put this one over here. Break up that tea-dyed paper. So, yeah. That's what I learned about glue sticks. Don't buy them from the dollar store. There we go. So that is my base for my master board. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll talk at you real soon. Bye, everyone.